Good afternoon. I'd like to call this February 15th Arts Commission meeting to order. Can we have a roll call, please?
Chair Clevin.
Here.
Vice Chair Hackett-Morgan. Vice Chair Hackett-Morgan, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Thank you. Second Vice Chair Douglas. Excuse Commissioner Plaster.
Here.
Commissioner Bednarczyk.
Here.
Commissioner Roberts.
Here.
Commissioner Westfield.
Here.
Commissioner Dodson. Excuse Commissioner DeSantis.
Here.
Commissioner Chirk. Excuse Commissioner Chi.
Here.
Commissioner Lee. Excuse. Thank you, Chair. You have a quorum.
Thank you. We'll move on to item 2. Are we in compliance with open meeting law?
Yes, we are, Chair.
Thank you. All right, we'll move on to item 3, public comment. Comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters on the agenda for action. If you wish to be heard, come forward and give your name for the record. The amount of discussion as well as the amount of time any single speaker is allowed may be limited. Do we have any public comment? All right. Seeing none, we'll move on to item 4. For possible action, to approve the final minutes by reference of the regular meeting of January 18th, 2024.
This is Commissioner Plaster. I make a motion to approve the minutes.
This is Commissioner Chi. I can make a motion to approve.
We have
This
a
is
motion
Commissioner
by Commissioner Plaster and a second by Commissioner Chi. All in favor?
And clarification, that was for the subcommittee minutes as well as the Arts Committee minutes?
Aye. Commissioner Westfield, aye. Commissioner Hackett-Morgan, aye.
This is Commissioner Plaster. I'll amend my motion. So I'd like to make a motion to approve both the Arts Commission minutes and the Education Subcommittee minutes from January 18th.
This is Commissioner Chi. I'll second that.
Great. All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Thank you. Motion passes. We'll move on to item 5, a report by the Arts Commission Chair regarding a monthly summary of current initiatives, cultural events, and opportunities. All right. Join us for 2 artist receptions tonight from 5 to 7 p.m. at City Hall in the Grand Gallery and Chamber Gallery. Created in paper and everyday materials, curated by Bobby Ann Howell, and the African American Heritage Exhibition, a collection of the inspirational Black experience curated by Joseph Watson. These are free and open to the public. The City of Las Vegas Public Art Program is soliciting statements of qualifications in order to establish a list of pre-qualified sculptors and fabricators from which it intends to select artists for upcoming sculpture projects. Call for artists. Pre-qualified sculptor list closes February 29th, 2024. The City of Las Vegas Department of Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Affairs invites the submission of proposals for individual and group fine art exhibitions for its 24-25 gallery season and beyond. Call for artists, fine art gallery exhibition proposals closes March 3rd, 2024. Celebrating Life 2024 Masters exhibit is open through May 11th, 2024 at Charleston Heights Art Center Gallery. Lunar New Year of the Dragon will be on view now through May 24th, 2024 at the historic Fish Street School, Mayor's Gallery, free and open to the public. For more information about these events and more more Department of Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Affairs programming, please visit www.artslasvegas.org or call 702-229-ARTS. Okay, any commissioners, do you have additional events or happenings?
Yes, this is Commissioner Shirk. The Nevada Arts Council invite you to save the date for the Nevada Creative Conference, scheduled for May 30th to June 1st in Reno, Nevada. Please stay tuned for more information. A friendly reminder for artists to apply for the Nevada Arts Council FY25 Project Grant for Artists. This is a competitive $3,000 grant for individuals seeking funding for an art project that takes place between July 1st to December 31st, 2024. Applications are now open and will close April 1st at 5 p.m. Pacific Time. For more information, please visit nvartscouncil.org.
This is Commissioner Plaster. I'd like to let everyone know that we're having our second annual Las Vegas Arts and Culture Summit. It's on Leap Day on February 29th. It's going to be held at the historic Fifth Street School. And it starts at 8 with the programming starting at 9, and it will go to around 5:30. The main topics will be arts advocacy and arts education. We're expecting 250, and it's looking like we might have a wait list.
Commissioners on the line, do you have any items that you'd like to mention?
Commissioner Westfield, no, I do
Commissioner
not.
Roberts. This is Commissioner Roberts. I just wanted to invite everyone out to the monthly meeting of the Las Vegas Urban Sketchers, which will be held on Saturday the 17th at Little Church of the West in honor of Valentine's Week. And also moving forward, will be held the second Saturday of every month at various locations around the city.
All right, not hearing any other.
This is
Go ahead.
Hi, this is Commissioner Douglas. I wanted to update everybody about 1331 South Maryland Parkway. We currently have the Weaving Our Cultures Forward exhibition on view 4 to 8 p.m. Saturdays from noon to 4, and this exhibition will be going up until May. Currently, there are different workshops that are open to the public for Weaving Wednesdays, led by Ashanti McGee at 6 p.m., and that's through the month of February. And then we have Final Fridays with Sochi Sidlali leading a butterfly paper mache workshop. All are welcome. More information can be found at New Woo Arts. It's NUWUART.com, and that is February 23rd. And also, just finished up with Murals for Change. There is a number of Native American murals that are in the Arts District area. Some of them by Greg Steele, and he's a Pyramid Lake Paiute artist, muralist, and as well as myself, New Woo Arts, Fawn Douglas, and Avis Charlie, located on Utah off of Main Street. So please go check those out. They're amazing works of art, and very proud to be a part of that project.
Thank you, commissioners. Not hearing any other items, we can move on to item number 6, a report by Cultural Affairs staff regarding a monthly summary of current initiatives.
Holly Lay for the record. This is the report by Cultural Affairs regarding our monthly summary of current initiatives. Our upcoming Arts Commission schedule for the regular meeting of the Las Vegas Arts Commission at 4 p.m. is March 21st, April 18th, May 16th, and June 20th. As always, if there's an interest in holding a subcommittee meeting, please let me know.
Laura Machado for the record. As Chair Clevin mentioned, we have a gallery exhibition proposal call out. If you have any artists that you would like to recommend to apply for this call, we're looking for artists to display artwork in our exhibitions at Charleston Heights and City Hall.
The City of Las Vegas Public Art Program is soliciting statements of qualifications in order to establish a list of pre-qualified sculptors and fabricators from which it intends to select artists for upcoming sculpture projects. Artists selected for this pre-qualified list will be eligible for consideration for upcoming City of Las Vegas sculpture projects across the city. The list will be valid for an approximate 3-year period. Individual projects' budgets will be all-inclusive depending on project size and design and may range from under $10,000 up to $300,000 per project. This closes on February 29th.
This is Mary Sabo. We're still working on the Casino Center Pocket Park sculpture projects. We had a site visit yesterday that went very well. Everything's looking good on the site, and the artist team is still working on their engineering documents.
Laura Machado. The Public Art Program has selected to work with an art consultant to present potential options for the second sculpture to be installed in the new Civic Center Plaza. So the city has contracted with Michelle Quinn, Fine Art Advisory, to facilitate the artwork selection. She will review the scope of the project. She'll select 3 to 5 artists for the project, attend various meetings, and work with us to bring the project to fruition.
Rebecca Holden, the city's public art team continues to regularly maintain the collection of public artworks. So they're usually notified of damage or have items that they regularly will visit, and they'll conduct a condition report and then address any concerns that are observed at that time and update our collection management system with that information. So if there's any members of the public who notice something, see something, please let us know, and we will certainly assign someone to take care of it as soon as possible. So below there are some images of some frequent recipients of graffiti, and then one of our projects we reported last month with some surface damage to a powder-coated surface.
Laura Machado. Adolfo Gonzalez installed Enriched Heritage in Ward 5 in front of the Abodo Collective at 1300 C Street on January 25th. We look forward to celebrating this project with more information to come.
This is Mary Sabo. We are working on the Corridor of Hope Health and Wellness mural. Public Works has provided some funding for a new mural at the newly opened Health and Wellness Center, which is located at the Homeless Resource Center, also known as the Courtyard. This center provides healthcare services to the unhoused community. Using the pre-qualified muralist list, the project's stakeholder panel selected 4 short-listed artists to develop design proposals for the project. Earlier today, we held a community meeting at the Health and Wellness Center for the artists to speak with clients and staff to get direction for their designs. And we hope to complete this project by November of this year. We are also working on the Doc Romeo Skate Park mural project. We've developed a survey that will be distributed on QR codes that will be available for scanning at the park. Working with artist team Nico Rusin and Paints with Care, and we're also planning some community painting events to be held in April.
Holly Lay. Artist Lolita Devilay completed 14 portraits of the 2023 Historic West Side Legacy Park honorees. They are currently on view in the Chamber Gallery at City Hall.
Rebecca Holden, the Department of Parks, Recreation, and Cultural Affairs continues to develop the multiple public art projects within the medical district. So the Rancho Gateway project has moved into its second phase of solicitation, and the request for proposals has been issued to the 3 finalists, and those proposals are due in May, and then we anticipate having a public meeting to share those designs in late May or early June, depending on availability. The Wellness Way mural was completed in December of 2023, and our wall use agreement expires with UNLV in 2028. And then the Wellness Way Gateway, Payhor Drive, and Shadow Lane projects are all intended to hopefully source the artists through this current pre-qualified sculptor list, which is circulating on the Nevada government e-marketplace and closes on February 29th.
Holly Lay. The Public Art Program, in collaboration with Meow Wolf and Durango YMCA, will be hosting an artist workshop with Eandri Randri Mendroso Friday, February 23rd, 4:30 to 6 p.m. This event will be free and open to the public and located at 3521 North Durango Drive, Las Vegas, Nevada. More details will be announced as we continue to work with the marketing teams.
Laura Machado. Our team is currently accepting applications for the position of Public Art and Gallery Assistant. If you know of anyone who's interested in a part-time position with our team, please share the information. You can find more the application and more information about the position at artsregistrylos.vegas. Thank you.
Thank you. That concludes the Las Vegas Art Commission meeting report by Cultural Affairs staff regarding our monthly summary of current initiatives.
This is Commissioner Clevin. Commissioners on the line and commissioners in person, this is a good opportunity to ask any questions that you might have about ongoing projects. I'll start. I have a question about the Civic Center, the second sculpture project. It sounds like you guys are working with a consultant. Is this the first time you've done that, and what was the reasoning behind going that route?
This is Laura Machado. It is the first time that I've worked with an art consultant. I'm not sure if we have in the past throughout the many years of the program. I think part of the reason was we wanted to try a different solicitation method and also hopefully expedite the process for the next sculpture. As you are aware, the first project has been many years in development, so we're hoping that maybe we can meet an expedited schedule.
This is Commissioner Clevin. And my second question is, I noticed the pre-qualified sculptor list is going to close on the 29th. Will there be an additional opening date? So new people to our town or new artists that feel that this is applicable to them can apply in the future?
Holly Lay. This is something we're hoping to keep for 2 to 3 years. 3 has been like the main number of years as far as like how long these projects take, because sculpting projects are usually longer. So for people to really maybe change and update their application as well, that's something we're wanting to rotate. I think that we've discussed that if a jury isn't interested in that pre-qualified list, we will put it out for a call. So there will be that opportunity in some cases, I'm sure.
Thank you. Anybody else with questions? Anybody on the line?
Nope. Nope. No.
Okay.
I had to see the mute button. This is Commissioner Westfield. No, I don't have any questions.
All right, great. Thank you for that report. Lots of things happening. We will then move on to item 7, a report by Cultural Affairs staff regarding the Public Art Master Plan.
Thank you, Chair Clevin. Rebecca Holden for the record. You and the public have been provided with the draft Public Art Master Plan document as part of the backup for this agenda item. It will also be made available at lasvegasnevada.gov/meetings. So there's a really, let's see if I can, nope, today's not the day I'd use the pointer. Let's see. Ah, dang, okay, there we go. Meetings, right there. Okay, that's not, sorry. Okay, so a summary between when we last met last month and now. So the plan you have before you, the intent was to receive this version of the plan from Art Builds Community on February 6th. However, our team did not receive it until yesterday, February 14th. And so in an effort to not delay the project timeline for both the Arts Commission and City Council approval, we have presented to you the current draft design plan from Art Builds Community, and we just wanted to note that there are some edits required as summarized just right off the bat here. So there will be a corrected and exchanged, an opportunity to correct and exchange the photographs and credits throughout. Also, standardization of phrases, terms, capitalization, and punctuation throughout. We've observed a bit of a disconnect or misalignment with the representation of programming in the plan with the actual programming, and that's really important to us because we want to make sure we're not setting the bar at something we're maybe already achieving, and we want to make sure we set that bar high enough. And so that can also be achieved through adding pictures and a little bit more context. So also you'll see that there may be a repetition of ideas and recommendations, which is a little bit more easy to depict when you look at the layout in its current format. And so we just want to make sure that those recommendations, if there's a repeated theme in those, that's applicable to one of the specific recommendations. So, and then also the version you received last month did not have any appendices. This current version does contain partial appendices and then placeholder for additional appendices, and so there is necessary correction and additional information for all of those appendices. So in looking ahead at the next steps here, our team will spend the next, we have 4 to 5 business days working to compile the listing of edits for the plan, and then we'll convey those to the Art Builds community team on February 27th. We'll get those to them. And then on February 28th, we'll have a meeting with them to review all of those edits and changes. And then on March 11th, they will provide us with the final complete public art master plan, which incorporates all of those revisions and edits. And then from there, on March 14th, that's when we'll post that final plan as the agenda backup for the March 21st Arts Commission meeting, and we'll at the same time we'll give that plan to the city clerks so that they can include it for the April 3rd City Council agenda for that City Council meeting. So then on March 21st, we'll be formally bringing that plan to this group for a vote. The intent is that it would be a vote for approval so that we can use that in leveraging the conversation with the City Council on April 3rd. However, we have a few ways of navigating that if the vote is not to approve. But right now we're hoping that between today and that March 11th date, we'll be able to reach a plan that everybody feels really solid about. And so then on March 27th, that April 3rd council agenda and backup will officially post publicly. And then from there on April 3rd is when we'll actually have that City Council meeting where we will seek for support from City Council for this plan. So that being said, I know that there's a lot of information before you in hard copy format, and those commissioners on the line who are not here in person, I will provide you with that hard copy format if that's your preferred method. I also have digital versions available as well. But at this time, are there any questions or comments that you feel like right off the bat, or otherwise you're welcome to reach out to me at any point in the next few days, and we'll incorporate any feedback you may have.
This is Commissioner Douglas. Thank you so much for all the hard work that you put into this. I think it's a really robust plan, and I'm really happy to be a part of it. One of the things that was discussed at one of the meetings, and please excuse me because I haven't read the plan in the past couple of weeks, so I don't know if this addition was made, but when we were talking about the idea and the issues of land back and for reclamation and reparations for Native peoples, to have that put into the master plan to where there is a portion of the arts that is dedicated to Indigenous arts and other people of color. Thank you.
Thank you for that feedback, Member Douglas. Did you, I might not have heard you correctly, did you say the word ordinance or no?
No, I did not say ordinance.
Okay, thank you, sorry.
This is Commissioner Clevin. I'm going to echo Commissioner Douglas's sentiment. This is really great work. This is really exciting. In your presentation, you mentioned if it's approved by City Council, and so there's work being done between now and March 11th. Is there any indication that they wouldn't move to approve this? And I ask because it has taken so much of your guys' time and invaluable dollars, and I would hopefully like to see that it gets to an approval place.
Thank you, Chair Clevin. Excellent question. I just had a wonderful conversation with the city's planning department right before this meeting, because they've also been along with us for this process and really making sure we're on the right track. So the good news is when the municipal arts plan was originally voted on in fiscal year 22, I believe, City Council was on board with this plan and very excited about it. And so we had that initial support, and then in talking with planning and wanting to learn from them about how they navigate bringing these plans back to City Council to make sure there's still continued support and they're excited about it. The good news is they know it's on the way, but then also there's an ability in some of the preparation, certainly, to make sure everybody's feels like they've been heard. And so one of the ways that would be really helpful to us is for those commissioners who may be appointed by a city council member, this is a great time to sit down and see if this plan is in alignment with some of the direction you feel like you've received with them or the conversations you've had. There is a portion in the appendices currently. It's mislabeled as a summary of completed projects, but what it actually is a summary of where the public art program currently is by ward. And so that is going to be Appendix I right now. And so just to keep in mind, that's kind of a great starting off point, and I can send that to you individually, but that would be a great help in making sure that we've got the right support and we're on the right track there. And I can certainly...
Commissioner Westfield, thank you. It's Commissioner Hackett-Morgan. Rebecca, I would love to get that section, that Appendix I, or before I talk to Councilman Knudsen.
Perfect. I will commit to getting that out to everybody as a separate document, so that
email is fine.
Perfect. Rebecca Holden, and
this is Commissioner Roberts. I just had a question. Holly had sent out a PDF, and I'm assuming this is the most up to date in preparation for this meeting. And is there any issue with me just printing out that PDF for my use with my visits with Councilwoman Byrne?
Rebecca Holden, you're more than welcome to do so. The version we have here that's printed, it's spiral bound, and so it's a little bit more manageable if you'd like a hard copy. I printed off some hard copies in our office that weren't spiral bound, and I can tell you the spiral bound is a little bit easier to navigate. So, but whatever you would prefer with that, we can certainly accommodate. But there's no issue with you printing it off for yourself. It's just many pages.
Yep. Okay, thank you.
All right. Anybody else have questions or discussion items for item 7? Okay. Hearing none, we'll move on to item 8 then. Discussion regarding topics for future agenda items. Comments made during this portion of the agenda by individual members shall refer solely to proposals for future agenda items, and any discussion shall be limited to whether or not such proposed items are within the purview of the Commission and or whether such proposed items shall be placed on a future agenda. No discussion regarding the substance of any such proposed topic shall occur, and no action shall be taken. Are there any suggestions? All right, hearing none, we'll move on to item 9, citizens' participation. Public comment during this portion of the agenda must be limited to matters within the jurisdiction of the Commission. No subject may be acted upon by the Commission unless that subject is on the agenda and is scheduled for action. If you wish to be heard, please come forward and give your name for the record. The amount of discussion on any single subject, as well as the amount of any time any single speaker is allowed, may be limited. Seeing no citizens' participation, I will adjourn this meeting. Thank you.
Thank you.